we are alive, and we should go live because we're alive. Okay, I did not think this through. So we're gonna do. First of all, let's talk about how good your boy looks. You know what I'm saying? He got a good angle. You know what I'm saying? He didn't got him he got, well, this is the tarot cards, and then he's got him what you call it, a little selfie stick now. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, the lighting looks terrible in here. So let's go outside. Let's go outside in nature. Let's be outside and do it outside. Hold on one second. Uh, all right, oh, uh, so I got my tarot cards here. You know what I'm saying? You know what we do, and we're gonna do. Let's see. We're gonna do air signs. Oh, I have air signs, earth signs, fire signs, and water signs, like we usually do, but in some better lighting. You know what I'm saying? So thank you guys for whoever shows up. You know what I'm saying? Now and in the future. We do personals. You know what I'm saying? We're doing personals. For $25. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and write personal down in the comments below if you want a personal reading. You know what I'm saying? But for now, let's get into it. You know what I'm saying? This reading is free. F to the R to the E to the E. Everybody knows and likes me. I'm Dynamite Dan, the man with the tarot cards in his hand. Yes, I am. Okay, I got you. Okay, so for we starting off with air signs. You know what I'm saying? And for whatever reason, I had it in my mind to read about finances and read about money because I feel like a lot of people that's their only and real true motivation is where the guap at, where the money at, where the munions, where the simoleons at. You know what I'm saying? Where is the dollar bill, y'all? And so I felt the need to go through each sign. We're just gonna do four different readings for air signs, earth signs, and fire signs, water signs. We're not gonna go through all 12 of the signs. So starting off with air signs, what does spirit want you to know in regards to your finances? Let's see. Let's shuffle the cards. It's hard to shuffle the cards with one hand. You know what I'm saying? The next time you see me, I'm gonna have a better setup. You know what I'm saying? But for right now, let's do it like this. Let's see. I'll close my eyes. Five card. Okay, so we got the Temperance card. Temperance card. Why does it look like that? Oh, maybe it might be because I have a filter on here to make myself look even handsomer than I already am, which is impossible, but I put it anyways. Anyways, the Temperance card is all about, in the tarot, it's about patience, finding peace, finding balance, finding that middle ground in your life. So maybe there's a need for you air signs. Maybe you've been spending a little recklessly, and you need to just calm down on all that spending. Because look, we're at the end of the month. You know what I'm saying? I feel like maybe a lot of y'all are going, oh snap, oh snap. I spent way too much and I'm behind on something. You know what I'm saying? And so even though it's difficult because there's always more money, there's always more things to spend money on than you actually have, it seems like, right? So there's a need to maybe invest in a app. You know what I'm saying? Because nowadays they got these apps where you can put all your finances in, attach all your credit card, your bank information, and then you can put in that information so that you can budget better. You know what I'm saying? Now, really and truly, you're not going to make any money by saving or by simply saving or budgeting. You must be investing, right? Investing, people do a lot of different types of investing, right? You can invest in social media. You can be like, well, I'm going to go and work TikTok, or I'm going to go on right here, YouTube Live, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm going to, you know what I'm saying? You can sell your products online. You can sell any product online, really, whether it's something that you found at a wholesale website. If you have a need, if you're like, damn, I'm always, needing to spend money, then you need to make more, you know what I'm saying? And nowadays, we have the privilege, the honor of being able to connect with people online. And I think the best way to make money is to talk to more people, right? So Utilize what you have right here. Don't be shy and be like, oh, I'm ugly, or just don't get into your head. You know what I'm saying? Because you can only do it, but so much balancing of your finances, right? Eventually you're gonna have to understand that you have more needs. You know what I'm saying? But the step, the first advice is to cut out any frivolous, unnecessary spending and save and understand that you can spend that, you can make that purchase at another time. A lot of people want what they want and they want it now, but that's silly. You know what I'm saying? You are a grown adult. You know what I'm saying? Children think like that. Mommy, daddy, I want this, give me this. And then when they don't get it, they bang their heads on the ground till they bleed. And it's just like, bro, like, chill. You know what I'm saying? The thing that you want really isn't going anywhere. Most of the things that you want are going to be available somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? People buy things and then they resell them. You know what I'm saying? They're not going anywhere. There's a need for you to balance out your mindset. First of all, balance out your bank account, then balance out your mindset in realizing that, hey, I'm worth more, I need more, and the only way for me to get more is for me to step out of my comfort zone and to do something that I haven't done before in order for me to bring more to bring more spending money. You know what I'm saying? You got to make the money to spend the money. So somebody saying go and do something online, start an online business, just Etsy. You know what I'm saying? Make things. You know what I'm saying? Be creative. You know what I'm saying? Um, the Earth, the planet is desperately needing people who are new, who are want to do new things, want to do fresh things, want to be innovative. You know what I'm saying? They don't. The Earth, the Spirit, God, ancestors, all of us all of them are watching and they want something new. So put out something new. Try something new on. They say something about being online, TikTok, Instagram, putting your product on Instagram, putting your product on SD, um, paying for promotion, even though it seems like it's a shot in the dark. Instagram is pretty good at promoting whatever it is. If you have a bakery or if you're an artist, they're pretty good at pushing out that content. You know what I'm saying? So they saying put together something really good and put yourself out there, and that's how you're going to be able to balance out your finances, and just balance out the mindset of you thinking that you deserve to always feel like you don't have enough. You know what I'm saying? Cut that out. Air signs. All right. Next we doing earth signs. Earth signs. What's goody? It's your boy Dynamite. Dynamite Danny's ASMR. Also, Dynamite. Also explicit blabber TV, because this is what this is. Okay. But seriously, let's get a card for you in regards to finances and whatever else comes up. They told me finances. We're gonna pick a card, shuffle in the cards with one hand. It's hard to do, but we're gonna do it. Let's see. It says, show people the worst of you. If they stay, show them the best of you. So maybe you got some people at your job and they don't like you. Maybe you're a boss or a manager and they um oh, something about somebody getting this new, you're a new manager, you're newly put in this position as manager for the first time, and you're not too sure if you should be good cop or you should be bad cop, or you should be, what kind of manager am I going to be? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be too tough to the point that people don't like me, but I want to have a good balance at the job to the point that people actually um you know don't want to quit. You know what I'm saying? Not too relaxed, not too strict. You know what I'm saying? um they're telling this, it's basically like, be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Show up as be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you're going to be able to maintain. If you trying to force yourself to be something that you're not going to be able to maintain it, and eventually that mask is going to fall off anyways. So you may as well be yourself. Don't be afraid to be assertive. I think that that's a need for you to be assertive. That's the reason why they gave you the position, is for you to be assertive. You know what I'm saying? So um earth signs, you know what I'm saying, it's important for you to, don't be so timid. You know what I'm saying? Get, you got it. You know what I'm saying? You deserve this position. So um after I think it's good to be strict. You know what I'm saying? Be a little bit more on the stricter side, and then kind of feel out everybody's personality needs something different. That's another thing that I'm getting. It's like you can't just treat everybody the same way. Really learn somebody's personality. I know it's hard, but it's part of your job as a manager to be able to see, okay, this person's a little bit more hyper, this person's a little bit more reserved, and based off of what I'm seeing, I can still be myself. You know what I'm saying? You as a manager, you can still be yourself, but you just need to know how to talk to that person. You know what I'm saying? I know it's kind of like, how do I maintain myself and, you know, switch it up? But it takes a certain skill. You know what I'm saying? I personally recommend watching some YouTube videos on, on picking up social cues if that's not something that you're used to. I recommend you watching some videos on picking up body language. I recommend you. There's some these. I don't know if it's the FBI or the CIA where basically they specialize in analyzing people's body language and things of that nature. It might be helpful for you to go on Netflix or Hulu or YouTube and watch some sort of documentaries. I know it's like, well, I don't really want to be that invested in my job, but it could be helpful for you to do that, you know what I'm saying? So that when it comes time, that you don't treat Bill like you would treat Linda. You know what I'm saying? Linda is Linda, Bill is Bill, and then also still maintain your uniqueness. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why they chose you for the job. They love you and how you think. So don't overthink it. Show people the worst of you, and if they stay, then show them the best of you. So get business done first, and then make your little jokes later. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you're not joking around too much with them. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's what I got for the earth signs. That's what I got for the earth signs. All right, next up. Next up, we got fire signs. What's going on, fire signs? I love me a fire sign because I'm an air sign. And air and fire make a kaboom. That's why they call me Dynamite Dan. I zoom, I zoom, I zoom. I zoom in every room. I zoom in every... Okay, let me stop. I can get carried away. I can get super carried away. We're only 12 minutes in, so I just wanted to come on here real quick and show my face right quick. But anyway, which ways? Fire signs. What we got for fire signs? We're going to shuffle these cards and see what they're saying for our finances for fire signs. Shuffle the cards. We're shuffling the cards with one hand. Shuffling the cards with one hand. What are we going to get? I'm Dynamite Dan. What are we going to get? Uh-oh. That's the first thing I heard. Anyways, sometimes the right path is not the easiest one. That's what I got for fire signs. You can barely see it, and it's backwards. It's all right. Sometimes the right path is not the easiest one. So I got like two things. So the first thing I heard was, it's time for you to quit. And then I got another message saying, you got to fire that person. So maybe there's this messages, because like I said, this is for, excuse me, this is for all the fire signs, right? So there's a need, there's multiple things maybe happening. Maybe this is like say for example, like this is happening at one spot, right? And the message is for two different people at the same location, right? So one person is hearing, I need to fucking quit, and then the other people are you as the manager, if you're the manager, is saying I need to fire this person. So it's just like, well, I'm gonna leave anyways. I was gonna do that anyways. I already want to quit, and you know what I'm saying. Well, I want to fire you. You know what I'm saying. So maybe there's like some sort of mutual parting of ways that needs to happen in regards to your finances. It's very difficult and sometimes scary in a world where a lot of people, I would say maybe even 60-70% of people are living paycheck to paycheck. So sometimes you can't just up and leave. But I would definitely, go in. If you're the person that's going to quit, don't quit without having another job. Don't quit without, figuring out something for yourself, of course. That's the best advice, right? And the person that has to fire the person, you know what I'm saying, there's a nice way to do it, and there's such a not nice way of doing it. No matter how they've treated you, no matter if they've been dicks or assholes at the job, you still don't let somebody else change how you move. You know what I'm saying? So if you a cool manager and you've been able to keep your hat on, so to speak, don't get out of character when you're doing this process. You might be met with somebody who wants to kind of like box you, kind of, so sort of. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to leave. You know what I'm saying? Or they just not expecting to be fired or whatever. They're saying that stay cool. You know what I'm saying? That might be a reaction that you might get. To don't worry about that. Stay calm. You know what I'm saying? If you gotta, you know, have have the authorities on standby. Have when I mean by authorities, I mean like security on standby or something of that realm on standby. Then you do that, and you know what I'm saying. Just let them handle it. You know what I'm saying? Don't because I know they can be like personal. Be like, if this person's been working for years, then you might be like, their body manner, their mannerisms and stuff like that. So you're like, oh, so you about to flex on me or something like that. You about to start something. You want to get violent? No, we're not doing that. We staying cool. We staying calm. We staying collected. Um, but it still is the right path. It is the necessary path. Um, the person who's quitting, you know what I'm saying? Don't, you know what I'm saying? When I channel these messages, I speak to spirit all the time. Spirit speaks to me, you know what I'm saying? When I say spirit, I mean not like I hear voices, but not like that. But like, God will utilize whoever, whatever we're watching, movies, TV shows, whatever, to speak through us. And a lot of the messages that I've been hearing is we need to trust him more. You know what I'm saying? So just continue to trust him. You know what I'm saying, and know that what I'm saying. If you have to leave, then that's what you have to do. You know what I'm saying? Don't sweat the small stuff, and allow for yourself to really trust and lean in on him. And don't worry about what people are saying about you. You know what I'm saying? Trust and believe in him that he will provide for you during this time if you do have to switch jobs. It's not worth the stress. If you're leaving because these coworkers are just running you ragged, the customers are running you ragged, or a combination of both, or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? It's just sometimes things have a beginning, a middle, and an end, and sometimes this is just the end. You know what I'm saying? Don't sweat the small stuff. Um, Always look outside the box in terms of resources for food and for shelter and stuff like that. Don't peg yourself into a corner and say, well, this is the only way, and without this, I'm gonna die. You know what I'm saying? No, don't do that. And also, it's saying don't be afraid to ask for help if you need to ask for help. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are not strong enough. A lot of people are not strong enough to ask for help. They will damn near kill themselves and everybody around them. You know what I'm saying? Just because they don't want to ask for help. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Um, a lot of people in this world actually care. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of those people. If I see somebody that needs help, you know what I'm saying? They gonna get help. I'm gonna help you, whether you like it or not. I'm gonna help you. You gonna get help. But seriously, I love it. You know what I'm saying? I live to be able to have whatever I have. If I got a penny, I'm a break the penny in half, and we both have half a penny. You know what I'm saying? That's how I am. And so just don't think that you're all alone, and this is like the end of the world. There are people out here that love and care for people. You know what I'm saying? And they want to express that. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm an example of that person. So don't be tripping. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I got for my fire signs. My fire signs. Your fired signs. You're literally fired. But seriously, going on to last but certainly not least, the water signs. The water signs. What's going on, water signs? So of course, the water signs. We're gonna shuffle these cards again, and we're gonna get you flowing in the right direction. Water signs. All right, shuffling. I made a face like a fish just now, right? For the water signs. Shuffling. Let's see. Uh-oh. It says looks can be deceiving. Through chaos grows clarity. Looks can be deceiving. Through chaos grows clarity. I hate the fact that it's backwards and it's upside down and sideways. Okay, sorry, I'm itching my arm. But seriously, okay, so I got two things. So one thing is you're underestimating your abilities. You have more abilities than you think. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might be seeming like they're frustrated with with the industry, the current industry that they're in, and they want to change industries, but they're afraid to do it because they feel like they don't have enough abilities to do this new thing that they want to do. They're saying something about the master class thing. It's like a thing where you can go and you can watch videos on how to do these new things. And so for example, you want to be, you want to be like, damn, I can play guitar a little bit, but I haven't really mastered it. I wonder if I can, go and take lessons and then, then teach other people. Like, so they're saying to go take a master class online. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, everything is online. And then there's also saying utilize AI. You know what I'm saying? Go up and look AI tools. Look up AI tools on how to learn how to do the thing that you want to do. So there's AI tools, and then there's also tutorials. They're saying to call local shops in your area. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe it is guitar. You know what I'm saying? I was just using that as an example. But if you do want to get into guitar, you actually can go to these places like damn, I don't know. I forgot all the places. I done went blank on what places. But these places big. These places that sell all these instruments. You know, the big. Let's. I don't know why I'm saying Sam Ash. Guitar Center. Yeah, like Guitar Center. Guitar Center. You can pay for lessons at Guitar Center. You can, I think you can also record if you wanted to record a song. There's like a professional booth back there where you can actually record songs. And then there's also like, you can also call up little mom and pop type of shops, you know what I'm saying? Not mom and pop shops, but like not name brand stores like Guitar Center. And they're also, you can, do, you can take lessons over there, you know what I'm saying? Um, But yeah, they're saying that whatever it is that you want to do, just take the time to learn. You know what I'm saying? That you do have the time to learn. Don't pretend like you don't have the time. You know what I'm saying? Cut away from some of that TV watching time and that Netflix and that Huluing, and go learn something. You know what I'm saying? You want to do something, just do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't just sit around and say you doubt your abilities without you even giving yourself a chance to do the thing that you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You want to do this. You know what I'm saying? You have this desire. What better? They say you'll never work a day in your life if you're actually doing the thing that you love to do, right? So, do the thing that you love to do. Um, but yeah, people are exhausted. I get after you work in, maybe you have a lot on your plate. Maybe you got kids. Kids are very very exhausting. You know what I'm saying? You have to have basically all the energy in the world in order to raise a kid. That's why they say it takes a village to raise a kid. It really actually does take that much energy. So, with that being said, um, there's still no excuse. You know what I'm saying? There's still. I'm gonna tell you how it is. I'm gonna tell you like it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna cut no corner. There's still no excuse in you not pursuing your dreams. It says, um, maybe there is a lot of chaos in your life right now, um, and that's clouding your judgment to your own abilities. You know what I'm saying? Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? Sometimes if I take a second to just breathe for a second, a message will come in. We're not even in 30 minutes in, so we got time to take a breath, right? I've been talking nonstop, and this is the last time we're just doing do 4 separate readings. Yeah, but there's a need for all of us to just look at what your heart's desire is. I mean, um, lately I'll probably come on here and do another general message that's not so much geared towards finances because there's just a need for us to just talk like regular. Not really talking about anything in particular, just letting it flow the way it needs to flow. But seriously, like lately I've just been getting this message, this heavy message that most people are not living authentically. I don't want to get off the topic of finances, but most people are not living their authentic life. People are looking, what is he doing and what is she doing? And okay, I want that, you know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that. But let that grow into something. I challenge you to, when the new, say maybe you're a sneakerhead, okay? Or Maybe you like to watch TV. Most people like to watch something, something on TV, something on a streaming platform like Netflix or Hulu or something like that. I challenge you to watch that show, and at the end of the show, I challenge you to write in your mind an alternate ending to that show. You know what I'm saying? But really get into it. You know what I'm saying? Write an alternate ending to that show. I challenge you to, and I know this is like what these brand new shoes you want me to do what with them? I challenge you. I challenge you to go, either you do it yourself or you go and get you a sneaker artist and customize your sneakers. You know what I'm saying? There's a need. You know what I'm saying? And tell them, hey, go wild. Do something that you know what I'm saying. If you hire somebody to do it, tell them, hey, go wild. Do a design that you've never done before. Or if you do it yourself, go wild. Do a design that you've never seen and nobody do before. Right? God has really been saying and putting on my mind to say authenticity is so important right now. He's bored of seeing us being bored, if that makes sense. He's bored of seeing us being bored. He's tired of you being bored and pretending that you're not bored. And then we you know, just creeping and looking, over the gate, so to speak, like the dude from Home Improvement, just looking over at what they're doing because we're so bored, but yet we're afraid of each other. So instead of just being cool with each other and being like, hey, what you got over there, and just talking to each other, we're just constantly in competition with one another. But it all stems from the lack of feeling like we are important. You know what I'm saying? And so that, not feeling like you're important, not feeling like you're being heard. You go to work, you go to school, you're in traffic, and you're just not getting your way. Somebody cuts you off in traffic. You're at work and you have to do what the customers say. Even the managers are not doing what they want to do. The managers are doing what the district manager said he has to do, or they doing what the customer is asking them for them to do. So it always feels like I don't really get to do what I want to do. I don't really get to do what I feel, and da da da. God is saying, in big or small ways, choose authenticity. Choose to switch things up and to go your own route, even when it comes to your financial situations, even when it's risky, because you being authentic and you taking up that space is what brings in more finances and more prosperity. And God has just been putting it in my head. Be authentic, think for yourself and listen to your heart and wear your heart on your sleeve, and just do that. You know what I'm saying? And you be the example. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just got to be the person, you know what I'm saying, to pop out and just be like, yeah, this is the fit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You wearing a pink shirt with neon green pants and blue shoes, and there's at least one person, probably a Haitian guy, I'm not gonna lie, that's going, what is this outfit? Is beautiful. I love your beautiful outfit. But you know what I'm saying? It's just like, do you, bro? Nobody's gonna kill you if you do it. And if somebody laughs at you, laugh at them. You know what I'm saying? We laughing. You know what I'm saying? Ha ha. It's like that's the moment where we hate the most, is when somebody laughs at us. Okay, you laughed. Now you got some extra ab muscles. Your fat behind probably needs to laugh some more, so that you don't have a big gut the way you have a big gut. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep laughing so that you can lose some weight. Yeah, keep laughing. But seriously, you know what I'm saying? Defend your authenticity just like that. You know what I'm saying? Be who you are and be real, and just be like about it. You know what I'm saying? But seriously, that's the messages that I have for today. We're just under 30 minutes, you know what I'm saying? We're just coming up to 30 minutes of talking. And I know that a lot of people, sometimes people come, sometimes people don't come in here. Um, Sometimes the chat is lit, sometimes they just come in here just to bother me or whatever. But this message is timeless. My energy is timeless. I'm here, past, present, and future. I'm not going anywhere. I've been here for a minute. I'm not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm needed here, and I'm blessed to be here. I appreciate the energy. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate people clicking on the video. I appreciate when nobody clicks on the video. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we just need to just settle into what is right here. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to add under other energies. You know what I'm saying? When somebody new comes into the room, that's a new energy. You know what I'm saying? Adding, sometimes the tea only needs sugar. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You don't need to add cream and flavoring and stuff like that and whipped cream. Nah, you don't need all that. Sometimes you just need the sugar and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So, um, I will just consult spirit right now. Say, hey, spirit guys, ancestors, spirit guys, anybody who wants to jump in and add their 2 cents right now. A lot of the times, like you're gonna hear the same messages because there's just an urgent need for it. But repetition is practice. You know what I'm saying? That's what repetition really is. Um, so yeah, man, be authentic. Don't be afraid to take risk in regards to your financial situation. Um, we're going into if you believe in it. It doesn't matter if you believe in it or not. It's just the truth. Hold on 1 second, because the camera's gonna be shaky while I do this. Um, there's a need for us to be out there. What was I about to say? If you believe in in the signs. I mean, if you're not gonna click on no tarot card stuff if you don't believe in something like that. But going into the age of Aquarius, there's a lot of things that we're shedding. We're going from Pisces to Aquarius. So Pisces is a very sensitive sign. Pisces very much so. If you ever been friends with a Pisces, or hang out with a Pisces, talk to a Pisces, they can be very emotional and very to themselves. You know what I'm saying? Very in their head about a lot of things. They can just be like, well, this is what I believe, and I just feel very strongly about this. Even the men too. Men are strong. You know what I'm saying? But the Pisces men can be kind of like, sensitive to how they feel about certain things, and we're going out of this space where the entire planet was under that sign of Pisces, and now we're going into Aquarius. Aquarius is an air sign. You know what I'm saying? So it's very very fast moving energy, having a lot to do with science and social studies and medicine. So a lot of medical breakthroughs and a lot of new scientific discoveries and a lot of like understanding people more. Okay, I can see your side of things. I still don't want it for me, but I can understand it. As opposed to Pisces, it's more like, I don't know what you're talking about, and I don't have any interest of it. And actually, what you're saying right now offends me, and I want you to go away from me. Like, that's literally how Pisces is sometimes. And we love our Pisces. They have their place. But if I had to pick a sign for the planet, it'd probably be an air sign or a fire sign. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Fire might be too much for this planet because we already kind of fiery. Water is too much because people can be already kind of overly sensitive. Um, an earth sign can be too slow. I don't think people are gonna jive with that energy. Um, I think that we're going to get there. I think after the age of Aquarius, maybe we might go into the age of Taurus. Might be a good sign. You know what I'm saying? Taurus don't be after Taurus settles into a routine that works for them. They're not doing nothing else. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because why would I do that? It works. It's working. Um, my Mercury is in Taurus, so a lot of the way that I move, the way that I think, is Taurus. You know what I'm saying? Very much so. Why would I do that? You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah. So any which way. So, but for right now, we're in this age of beginning this age of Aquarius, getting into really getting into it. You know what I'm saying? So, just be kind to yourself and just know that we are going through. If you feel like, damn, I'm going through a lot, since 2019, COVID happened, and then people was dying, and then there was vaccines, and people was arguing, and there was no toilet paper, and it's a lot going on. I feel like there's a lot going on because there was a lot going on. It was, and it is. You know what I'm saying? It was. You're not imagining it. If you feel overwhelmed, it's for a reason. But you're gonna be good. You're gonna get through it, and you know what I'm saying? I'm here for you. such a weirdo. But seriously, I'm gonna try to pop in every other day. You know what I'm saying? I like looking at my face. Even if nobody comes in, like, why not just look at my face? Why not just look at myself while I talk and nobody cares, right? No, but this message is timeless. So whenever you're seeing this, you're seeing it at the right time. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we as give a message a little bit earlier. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people are frustrated about the messages that we give, and they can kiss my ass. But you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, okay?